4 league titles, 6 FA Cup trophies. Newcastle, founded in 1892. This is 2021, and they are making news again. After being taken over or bought by new owners, what are the chances of winning the league or Europe itself? That's our discussion today on Football Wahala. As usual, I'm Noise the Voice with my friends Isi and Bora. You're welcome. Oh yes, Newcastle. Wahala.
I think Chelsea should wash out.
Money is talking right now.
Okay, you say money. It is money.
Money.
I think Chelsea should wash out now.
Not just Chelsea.
I think the era of Abramovich is going down.
No. Every English team should watch out.
Man has always been dealing with such a team. I think Chelsea is
Man, you ever say, okay, since Man City came up, you've seen also even Leicester City come up as well. You've seen other clubs too come up. Man, you haven't been up there like when they were last time they won the league.
Remains United.
United
remains United.
See, there's something called Arab money.
Yes.
Of course. The combination of PSG and MANCITY put together times 10, no reach. That is an Arab consortium. Oga, no reach. These people, in fact, I had a rumor that they inquired how much is to buy Haaland, and they're like 200 million euros. He said, you buy 5 of him. That is money.
You don't come. Where did you hear that one? Where did you hear that one?
No. The truth is that for now, it will be so hard to get such figures.
That's not possible.
Yes. Why do you say that?
Yes. Why I say so is that first they have to do what we call step at a time. When maybe after this season, next season they go to qualify for Europe. Do you understand? Then such players like Haaland, the only players that can go for now, players that are in big club that are not regular, that are not that happy. For example, now let's say Jesse Lingard in Manchester United, who is not having that playing time.
He's a 80% chance going.
Yeah. So you understand? Like me,
Van der Beek.
Of course, like Timo Werner of Chelsea.
He's almost 65% going.
You understand? Like someone like Rudiger that is saying, oh, he's still thinking of putting pen to paper.
Rudiger will not go to Newcastle.
No, it can't because it's all about the money. Listen, Rudiger is getting like any player that wants to come down Newcastle now.
Retirement.
Yes, players that they are in the 30s now, that they want to let me get pension. They are 20. Then Newcastle is a place for them to go.
Yeah,
so that is it.
I agree with you because someone like Rudiger, he has practically won everything.
Yes.
So I'm not looking for that Champions League. I'm looking for retirement.
So by the time maybe next 6-7 years, I'm going to retire in football. So it's now for me to get the money. So you guys can pay me 300 weekly. Fine, it's good to go.
So are we saying now that with Newcastle the way they are and with the funds they have in the pocket now, can get the players they actually need to propel them to jump steps, jump ahead of other clubs?
Let me say this. Regardless of the money they have, it's not just going to be a walk in the park. It's not just going to be as easy as that. Just like MANCITY, it took them time for them to actually have a proper squad. The thing Newcastle will be looking for first is to have a coach that will actually go with that vision, with that dream. And for me, I think 3 coaches that come in mind. Number 1 will be Mourinho.
I knew you were going to say that.
No, number 2 will be Conte, and number 3 will be Lampard. Now, why do I say this?
Why?
Mourinho is not afraid to spend, and Mourinho is a coach that has always been successful in building a team up with his own philosophy and achieving results with it. So that is why they might want to actually consider Mourinho. Let's not forget now, Mourinho is currently in Italian league. Roma, they are 4th on the league, and Roma has not been 4th on the league for a very long time. So it simply means that Mourinho still has what it takes. That's the Mourinho effect. Conte is not currently tied to any club, but Conte has been successful in most of the club he actually signs in, especially in his maiden season. Chelsea, he came, he won the league. Italy, he came, he won the league. So Newcastle might be looking for that kind of person that has that pedigree to actually win the league. And Lampard is a superstar of Premiership. Lampard is
the superstar.
No. Everybody loves Lampard.
Would you compare
Lampard
him to
is
that are still there?
Lampard is young. Lampard is exciting. Lampard has an eye for signing good players. So that could be another reason why they might want to bring in a Lampard for this new project.
So they should buy him just to buy players.
Get
Lampard just to buy players.
The thing is that as a coach, he develops every day.
Well, to lay a foundation, definitely, he can be there just to be the foundation. Just like when Abramovich came to Chelsea, it's not like Chelsea has not been that up. You can't use when they now come to buy Newcastle now compare it to one of Chelsea when Abramovich bought Chelsea. You know, at that time when Abramovich bought Chelsea has even been qualified for Champions League.
Yes.
So you understand? So even the year he bought them, Chelsea was also going to Champions League. When this man was his first coach that he signed them, Claudio Ronaldo, and they went all the way to the semi-final of Champions. That was 2003, 2004. Now, the one of MANCITY and Newcastle is where I can now make the comparison, because 6 years before the owners of MANCITY came, MANCITY went to relegation. I could remember it's 2000-2001 season. Likewise, also in the last 8-10 years, also Newcastle have went to relegation.
Currently, I think on 19th on the table.
Yes. They've even went to this relegation twice. Now that a form is going to take them gradual process. You understand? They cannot just come and say, "No, maybe at first get into the UEFA Cup slot, winning the Carling Cup." You understand? Can help, but that will take them to like 3-4 seasons before you can now see them as a title challenger.
Not necessarily 3-4 seasons. They said with money, or with proper arrangements, the devil will have handshake with God. Oga, within a season, they can buy the necessary players that they need to bolster that squad, and within the next 2 seasons, those players can work. They are professionals. They can gel together, and so I
feel the first step would be to get a coach.
Coach.
That players will respect and
all those
they
caliber of
revere
players
and they want to come to.
Yes. No, all these things can take 1 or 2 seasons.
Sometimes you don't even need the caliber of coach
to
bring these players.
Listen, that's why
these players are coming in for their pay.
See, that's why I use.
But then again, if a player sees that there's no prospect in moving forward or anything, like Haaland now, has he won anything major like that?
Question. PSG. Before PSG was bought by the Arab guys, PSG was just a normal regular club.
No.
PSG in the next 10 years.
In
last 10 years, PSG was not for the
But they were not as big as
now.
Yes, agreed. There is no way you mention 3 clubs in France before PSG was bought that you mention PSG.
No, when I mean normal regular club, I'm talking about in the maybe third on the table, fourth on the table.
See, that's why if you recall when I started with Chelsea. It was just like
PSG was like a Chelsea then.
Good, but Newcastle now can't be compared to either PSG nor Chelsea the way they were then. Yes, that's why I use Newcastle and MANCITY to be the same, because it took MANCITY 4 to 5 years before they could win their league. Before they could win the league, it took them 4 or 5 years, because at first they started getting gradual players into the team. They got the life of Robinho and all that into the team. Later we have the life of Yaya Toure, Kun Aguero, until 2012 before they could win. After 3 successful coaches has come in, Sven-Goran Eriksson, Mark Hughes. Before
we are saying now they should be taking away, changing the players gradually. Like, okay, this first phase, you have a set of strikers coming.
Yes, I know. Now that's why I said if they can be able to say, okay, at first they win the Carling Cup, you understand? be in the UEFA slot, maybe fifth, sixth, seventh on the log, then average players will be the one to do that. Then for the big names that you and I is talking about to come in, there have to be something convincing that getting to this team you can win trophies.
Okay, let me tell you something. There's something always exciting about a new project that everybody wants to belong to that project to make history. Now, looking at Newcastle as a club, Newcastle are not necessarily terrible. I think in English league, Newcastle will rank as one of the best 9 clubs in the history of English league. So Newcastle is not necessarily that bad. They still have, you just need like probably 5 players that will turn around to, okay, look at Manchester United. It looked as if Man U had a terrible squad until only one person came, Bruno Fernandes. Bruno came and Man U started looking like, a club that has been doing a lot of things for a very long time. And that is why I say it is key strategic players that will just need to be infused in this Newcastle, and it will take them from.
The thing is that if it is a team like Everton, right now, I'm telling you, so that Everton will go to the Champions League.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
If it's a team like West Ham United,
let me ask you a question. Do you know that just having 2 solid world-class midfielders, 2 solid world-class defenders, probably a winger and a striker will turn what do you call it, Newcastle into a deadly club.
You can only project them to the slot of.
And let's not forget my best friend there, Maxima. Is it Maxima? What's his name? Maxima.
Yeah.
Do you know that for me, that guy is in the same cadre with the likes of Mahrez. It's in the same cadre with the likes of Jack Grealish. It's in the same cadre with the likes of, but he doesn't have other quality players to actually bring out the real potential he has.
A project restarts for Newcastle. A project restart for Newcastle. You see, you cannot just tell me you and I know how the English league is so competitive right now.
It is.
Every clubs in England right now, even a West Ham, we tell Newcastle that like by heaven and earth, you are not going to be ahead of us. A West Ham will be telling Newcastle that way. Because everybody now is up on their toes.
Exactly.
They want to do something. So right now, Newcastle cannot just come in and say you want to overtake even the last 3. Talk about the first 4. Because when you are talking about the first 4, you talk about MANCITY, Liverpool, Man U and Chelsea. Then you cannot talk of the other 3 like what they call Leicester City, Tottenham, you understand, and West Ham.
Okay.
So you understand? And
I thought you wanted to mention Arsenal.
No, definitely, because if you look at the tables since last 2-3 seasons, it has been those teams. You understand? So now, for a Newcastle now said you want to cleanse away 6-7 teams and override them. No.
See, but you know what people fail to understand is that about was it a year ago they wanted to create this Super League with 12. But do you know that right now, unconsciously, football is turning into the Super League? Because with the way Arab now has bought this Newcastle, I can bet you that in the next probably 3 years, the Chinese will come and start buying clubs too. And it will not be about the battle of money. The money is what you are going to invest to win titles. Like, if you look at all the clubs that have been winning titles, it is because of what? Money.
Definitely.
And this is where.
So even my old time friend William that doesn't agree that money is the job.
Williams doesn't agree. That money. Yes.
My friend.
But I agree with him.
No, you don't need to agree with him. Every club that have been doing well in all that leagues is because they have money. Bayern Munich.
They have money to either retain their player or
exactly. If you go to Inter,
because
until when Inter starts,
these people that love to retain their player, this Jack Grealish, and some people that would have loved to retain their player, but 100 million. You know.
But to me, I've seen Newcastle being a royal club in England. I knew they even have more fan base fan base and as far as the English terrain is concerned. So I'm seeing them coming up the next 2-3 years. Though one thing about the English FA, don't allow your money to be in dungeon. They will allow the money you invest to come out, give it. And I see that Newcastle is going to do something next 3-4 years. But for now, it's an upcoming thing. But 3-4 years time, then Man U, Chelsea, MANCITY should just watch out from Newcastle.
Liverpool, not Arsenal.
No, not Arsenal.
What if Arsenal too has a change in ownership?
They won't. Arsenal is more or less like a community. Arsenal and Man U, I say, they are more or less like the. I've forgotten the technicality for it. It's more or less like fan-based club. It's not necessarily a single ownership. Yeah, although Man U have.
But you know, there are some players that are like free at the moment now. I think Mbappe is one of them. Really guys there too.
Will an Mbappe go to a Newcastle?
You have Kessie. You
I
have
don't see
players who they can.
Newcastle, Mbappe is, yes, he has won everything. World Cup, not Champions League, and all those kind of things. No, I said that I'm not Champions League and everything. I think what he will be aiming for is the potential of winning the Champions League and having that trophy and possible the Ballon d'Or. And for him to actually do that, except
a team like
Newcastle.
no. The reason why I say he might not even need a team like Newcastle, because if he's in a PSG,
Yeah.
that will probably give the vibe of Newcastle in the next 2-3 years, and he still wants to leave, then I'm sorry.
As you are talking, you know what comes to me?
But
What?
What of if Newcastle win the Champions League for Man City?
That would be discussion for another time.
Ta!
Right now, we have to go right now.
to fear!
You
To
said
fear!
We're going now.
Newcastle is winning the Champions
So,
League for Man City.
Oga to fear!
So that has been our episode. I really appreciate you and thank you for coming. If it's your first time, please do well to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notifications whenever we upload. Also give us a like and share this video with your friends. Stick around for our predictions that will be coming up right after this. That has been an episode. If you really like what please give us a comment in the comment section so we can always interact. And if you want to join us anytime, also send us a message and we'll see how we can reach to you and invite you over. So join us next time for another episode as we discuss more of football. As you know, in football, wahala no dey finish. See you next time. I'm your host once again, Noise the Voice.